Good morning, all. My name is Josiah Omizurike. This morning, something came to my mind. I wanted to address that, and it's a topic that I've been thinking about for some time. It's pretty much data, and the way we look at data today, and how we deal with it, and what actually is data. So there's a lot of definition of what data is. Some say it's analysis of information, probabilistic arrangement of information, and you know that correlates to be able to become factual, holding some kind of insight into a particular field. As you can see, we have health data, we have financial data, we have transportation data, nature data, scientific data, all kind of stuff data wise. So you can look up the dictionary definition of it. So don't blame me if you didn't quite get what I was saying. However, you can check these things out for yourself. So the purpose for this topic here is for us to look at data and see how we've used them in the past, and see if the same value still holds sway as we move into the digital era. And also, we need to understand that for all times, the data has not really changed as much in what we are. The terms that we give to data hasn't changed as much. Data is plural word, and datum is a singularity of data. And data, like I said before, is a collection of a whole lot of stuff, statistical information, and you correlate it to a single thing, and it makes sense in that area, and it will be held as a fact in that particular area. So moving forward, data as we know it today, some people listening to me might know of a single source of truth, and others might know of the multiple source of truth that we have for data. In single source of truth, everything is siloed and mastered. That means this is absolutely the source for getting that data, and it's unadulterated of any other kind of information. So the basic point to notice here is the fact that this is the master document, and it has no other source of reference, and it's the master where every other source references to it. And that's what we call single source of truth. And today there are multiple sources of truth, all to the data lake nature of events and data center usages and all that kind of stuff that we have today going for us, and the cloud, and etc. and etc. When you look at data from this point of view, you realize that we cannot achieve the goal that we wanted to achieve moving forward in this digital era, because all data had to be accounted for. And it is possible that we have to give a life cycle to all data. So we must build a framework to accommodate that. That we haven't done, but we've done it for almost every other thing that we deal with. And coupled with that, the fact that the fact that we need to address this issue like yesterday doesn't mean I'm removing the copy and paste culture that we have. All I'm saying is we have to redefine data. So that brings us to the topic: data redefined. What is that, and what should it be? How should we treat that? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of hints or ideas of what I think. I really do think that if you copy and paste anything, the image should reference, or the copy should reference where you got it from in the first place. Therefore, you have a master document, you have a parent document, and then if you copy and paste it, you should have what we call a child document. So if we continue to do that, that means the data that we have is pointing to a particular, is linking or referencing a particular document. That brings us what we call accountability. Not only visibility, we have visibility and transparency today, but not quite an accountability when it comes to the level of dealing contextually with data. We don't have that. So I am pushing and to pique your interest to think about it, so that hopefully we can solve this problem. And one of the things that we're doing at Lockdown is we've been able to solve, if not all this problem, a part of it. But we believe that what we call homomorphic encryption could be a powerful tool in solving this kind of problem, where you have every data that is being sent out represents something different, even if it's the same content in a lexical form. Is the same content. It's still is different when you look at it from the perspective of an outsider who's looking inside. From the perspective of an assailant, is quite different. So that's the approach to the kind of data redefinition of data that I'm talking about. So if you don't know about homomorphic encryption, you can Google it. You can see all that information. There's full homomorphic based on the industry you're dealing with, and there's many ways you can rearrange things to get what you really need. But the most important thing is the problem in the health industry when it comes to electronic medical record and all other record that they have. You know, the health industry are treated as nodes, and the information that they deal with have life, they're critical information, and most of them are life-threatening information. So now this becomes a very powerful solution for them to look into, to see how they can leverage this kind of technology to get what they need to do. If you want to look, you will find. If you really seriously want to see what we are doing, there's a simple app that you can check it out. You can test it and have the best of your best test it out to see if we really know what we're talking about. The app is called Lockdown Cache. In that app, it has 6 modules. One is SMS. SMS is the weakest point in mobile applications and the use of mobile devices. SMS poses the greatest threat you can ever imagine, because it's not protected at all. It's not secure at all. Now, we have created a solution to demonstrate that you can use a new direction in cryptography where data is redefined. Also, data identification or identity now is also redefined. If you redefine data, you redefine data ID products or data identification or digital identification to say. So the word there is digital identification. So if you redefine data, you must redefine digital identification. So these are some of the points that we are raising. These are of concerns, and we wanted to see what you think, and we wanted to pique your interest. If you like it, you can subscribe to us. If you have any question, you can ask. If you want to share something with us, you are more than welcome to share it with us. Again, my name is Josiah Umezurike. I am the Chief Technical Officer of Lockdown. All I want to do is I want to make digital sense, and protecting your data and securing your data is king here. Take care and enjoy your day.